Hello and welcome to a library instruction session for CCJ 2002 Law, Crime, and the Criminal Justice System. This is video 5, using library databases when doing research. Hello, my name is Lawrence Mello Jr. I'm a research and instruction librarian at the Boca Raton campus, and you can reach me at lmello@feu.edu. Let's go to the library's website and do some research using databases, shall we? So again, here we are on the library's website. If you remember and seen the other videos that I've done, we've talked about OneSearch, which can be used to search across all our resources at one time. Or you can jump in and use the library catalog if you're looking for books or streaming video and looking at much smaller search results. Today we're going to talk about databases and how we can use and why we should use database. Click here. When you click on database, the database tab, you'll notice it says library database search. Now, if you were looking for a single database, one that you've worked with before, in this case I'm going to type in JSTOR, the magnifying glass. It will take me right into the link page that has JSTOR on it, and you can see there it is. I can click on it and begin using JSTOR. Go back to the home page real quick. Click on databases one more time. Now, if you're not sure what database you want to use or you would want to see how many databases or what databases we actually subscribe to, I always tell students just simply click on Browse. This brings you to the A to Z database page. This is our main landing page of all our databases. You can see we have access to over 692 databases, all various subjects. Some are very uniquely topic specific, and some are very broad based and user friendly. Also, you'll notice on the right hand side of the page, new databases. So as new databases come online, we advertise them or promote them right here. Now, if you know a specific database, I can jump right into it by clicking on any one of the letters that are hyperlinked, and it will take me to that page, and I would just scroll down. You can also narrow your search down, or if you want to see what databases fit your subject area, you can go to this box here, click on the down arrow, the drop down menu opens up. And in this case, let's look to see what databases we have that are specifically for criminal justice. Go down to criminal justice. There are 4 databases currently that have information with criminal justice, relating to criminal justice. These are your academic journal databases that are pulling articles from criminal justice journals, law journals, and things like that. So we'll click right here. Now, the first one I'm going to demonstrate today is Criminal Justice Gale OneFile. Criminal Justice is the title of the database. Gale OneFile is the company or the vendor that produces it. And you can see it says the collection offers more than 700 journals in the legal and criminal justice field. We'll click right there. If you've ever used a Gale database, you'll notice it has a very similar look to this. The image may be a little different, but the look and feel is very the same. So again, we're going to do our search, and we're going to go death penalty, and we'll put death penalty again inside quotations. And you'll notice it starts to give you some options: death penalty law, death penalty opponents, things like that. So we're going to go death penalty, and then we're going to add our other keywords. So since we're dealing with advocacy or pro death penalty, we're going to go advocacy and the United States. And we'll put that again inside quotations. Hit the little magnifying glass. So it provides us academic journals. Those are your peer-reviewed articles. 1,331 articles. 56 magazine articles, so that could be Time, could be Newsweek, whatever magazines they subscribe to in this database. Has 1 book, and it has 115 news articles. Just like similar to OneSearch, I can narrow it down by publication date. So if I go to publication date, and I want to go, we'll start January 1st, 10 years, so 2015 to today. Hit apply. You can see it narrow our search down to 503 academic journal articles, 23 magazine articles, and 26 news articles. I can narrow it down further by just simply clicking peer reviewed. And if I actually want to include documents with images, I can click there, and that will bring back the documents that have images in it. Again, just like in OneSearch, this is where you begin to look at the titles and see if the titles seem to hit home with what you're trying to discuss in your paper. So let's say if this article right here, Humanity Substantions, Culture Theory, and the U.S. Death Penalty Mitigation. We'll just say for example purposes, this suits our needs. Click on the link here. We'll take us to the article. This is again what we call a web page version of an article. It has our abstract, so let's make sure we read the abstract. It's the importance of that abstract. It's going to let us know within so many words if this article is useful to us. And then you can begin to read the article. You'll notice the keywords that we inputted are highlighted. But again, it's missing the most important function. It's missing the page numbers that I will need if I'm citing this article. So again, you want to make sure it'll either say PDF, or in this database, it uses the terminology download. So you'd want to download the article, and then you'll have the full article at your disposal with the page numbers. Gives you the cite function. I can go here to get the APA citation style. Again, you can send it to yourself, download it, print it. If you needed to link it to something, this is the link you'd want to use. Again, this is the article in Gale OneFile Criminal Justice Database. Now we go back to the database page real quick, and let's show you another database. Criminal Justice Database ProQuest. You can see here is providing you scholarly journals, correction and law enforcement, trade publications, dissertations, crime reports, crime blogs, and other materials. So we'll click on the link here. Now we're in the ProQuest database. Notice the look and feel, much different, though similar to the Gale database. So if ever you're in a ProQuest database, it will have a look and feel similar to this. The title will just be different. So again, we're going to put in our keywords. Death penalty, and once again it's starting to offer us examples or where things we may want to go. Death penalty and advocacy. And again, we'll go to the United States. We'll hit the magnifying glass. 1,575. Again, much smaller results than OneSearch, using the same keywords that we use. So again, that is one reason why you may want to turn and use a database over OneSearch. Once I'm inside the database, I can narrow it down to full text. So if we click full text, to say, for example, we're short on time and I just want to see the articles that we have access to. Go full text. It drops it to 1,500. Now, before I click peer-reviewed and demonstrate opening up a peer-reviewed article, you'll notice under source type, you have scholarly journals, also peer-reviewed, dissertations and theses. That's another good source for doing research. Magazine articles, trade journals, reports, and if you click on more, see blogs and websites, again, magazine articles, so you can have all these different resources at your disposal just by using this one database. We'll close out of here. Now, unlike OneSearch where they use the terminology, or like OneSearch where they use the terminology creation date, databases tend to use publication date. So I can narrow it down by entering the date range, or simply just moving this drag bar to the last decade. Obviously, it's a decade, so there'll be, you'll notice it said 2029, but obviously it's only going up to 2025. Hit update. Now we're down to 364 items. And since we're looking for peer-reviewed articles, I'm going to click peer-reviewed. Now we're down to 120. So again, based on our keywords that we used and setting our limiters to full text, peer-reviewed, and our date range for the last decade, you can see we've jumped from over 1,500 items down to 120. So from here, this is where you as the researcher begin to do some research. You'll start to look at the titles, see if the titles seem to hit home. You could open up and check the abstract, and things like that. So we'll scroll down. Politics of international advocacy against the death penalty. No, we really don't want to focus on international. Well, let's say number 7. Say if this is something that interests us. Maybe this is something we want to possibly put into our research paper. We can click on the link itself, or we can look at the abstract. So let's click on abstract. So there's our abstract. Okay, I've read through it. Seems to check off the boxes I need. And then, let's see, does it offer the full text article? No, it does not. So this is where you would want to go to full text PDF. Where then it will open up, usually it'll open up within here. Ooh, look at this, a 50-page article. Good reason why I'd want to read that abstract. If it didn't hit home what I was hoping the article for, I'd hate to read through 50 pages and realize very little of it covered how I planned on using it. So remember, read the abstract. Once you have it as a PDF, you can download it, save it to your flash drive, the cloud, a hard drive on your laptop or desktop computer, and then you have your page numbers from which you can begin to cite your information from. So again, this is ProQuest Criminal Justice Database, one of 4 databases that are distinctly on the topic of criminal justice. I'm going to go back to the database page real quick. I'm going to go back up here, and let's go back to all subjects. 2 other databases I'm not going to demonstrate, but I will point them out to you, that I would also recommend looking at is Academic OneFile, so it's going to operate just like that Gale Criminal Justice database. And then another one is Academic Search Complete. Both those 2 databases are very broad-based, and they will also provide you information on your topic as well. So those are at least 4 different databases that you have at your disposal if you so choose to use a singular database over one search. Like I said, OneSearch is a great tool in the previous video, and if you're able to not be overwhelmed by the amount of resources that it comes back with, take advantage of that. But just know that you can access any one of the individual databases that does feed OneSearch and do research inside a database. Okay? So I'm going to go back to the library's homepage just as a quick refresher. Remember, if you want to access the databases, click on the Database tab. It will say Database Search, and then click Browse if you want to go back to the main database page, or put in the title of the database if you just want to access that singular database. This is the end of video 5, using library databases when doing research. Again, my name is Lawrence Mello Jr., and you can reach me at lmello@feu.edu if you have any questions. Thank you.